Welcome to the Incident Management series. In this video, we're going to explore one of the most critical concepts in handling incidents: service restoration. When a service goes down, the immediate priority is to get it back up and running as quickly as possible. This is different from finding out why it failed in the first place. We'll learn why restoration should come first and investigation should come later. Let's understand the core principle of incident management. When a service fails, you have two main priorities. First, your immediate goal is to restore functionality and get services operational again. This means minimizing downtime and resuming normal operations. This should be your laser focus during an outage. The second priority, which comes after restoration, is to investigate and understand what caused the failure. Finding the root cause is important, but it should not delay getting services back online. Incident response consists of two distinct phases. Phase 1 is the restoration phase. During this phase, your focus is entirely on getting services back online. Speed is critical. Temporary fixes are acceptable. You may use workarounds or quick patches. The goal is to restore service as fast as possible. Phase 2 is the investigation phase, which starts after services are restored. During investigation, you analyze what happened, understand the root cause, implement permanent solutions, and work to prevent similar incidents in the future. During the restoration phase, there are two categories of actions you should take. First are technical fixes. You might restart failed components, apply quick patches, failover to backup systems, or clear error queues. The key is using whatever works fastest. Second is communication. You need to notify stakeholders about the outage, provide regular status updates, confirm when service is restored, and set proper expectations. Never get caught up trying to debug the root cause while customers are still impacted. Let's compare restoration and investigation to understand their differences. Restoration is time-sensitive. Minutes matter. Quick workarounds are acceptable. Temporary solutions are okay if they restore service. The goal is to get systems online right now. Investigation, on the other hand, is thorough and methodical. Hours or even days are acceptable for investigation. You need comprehensive analysis. You should implement permanent solutions, not just quick fixes. Document everything you find. Here are the key decision points during an incident. During restoration, do not get distracted hunting for the root cause. Use known working solutions that you have confidence in. Skip deep debugging for now. Save all the detailed analysis for later when service is restored. After services are restored and stable, then you can open investigation tickets, assemble your debugging team, and conduct a post-incident review to understand what went wrong and how to prevent it. Let's look at a real-world example to illustrate the wrong and correct approaches. The wrong approach. During an outage, you spend 2 hours analyzing logs and trying to find the root cause while your service remains down. The result is extended downtime, and your customers are affected for much longer. The correct approach. During the same outage, you restart the service using a known working configuration in just 10 minutes. The result is quick recovery and stable service. Then you investigate the root cause after everything is back to normal. Let's recap the key takeaways from this video. First, restore first. Get services operational before investigating root cause. This is your immediate priority. Second, speed matters. Minutes of downtime impact your business and your users. Prioritize speed over perfection. Third, separate concerns. Restoration and investigation are different activities requiring different mindsets. Don't mix them. Fourth, plan ahead. Build playbooks and recovery procedures before incidents occur. This preparation is what enables fast restoration when it matters most.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.